In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 10 best value cards right now in NBA 2K23. My team, what I do mean by value cards is for the price tag they do go for and how good of a card they are in game. So for example, a really good value card is Marc Gasol. He's going to be somewhere in this top 10 because he's one of the best centers in the game. Like I would say he's a top 5 to 10 center in my team, where if you compare him to a card like Shaq, who yes is still a really good center, just because they're not a good value card doesn't mean they're necessarily a bad card. But a Dark Matter Shaq still goes for what, 300,000 MT, maybe even a little bit more. And I would say Marc Gasol personally is better than a card like Shaq, and he's only about 50 to 60,000 MT. So that's one example of a good value card, or what makes a good value card. But let me know in the comment section down below who are your guys' best value cards in the game, just cards that you guys think are really good cards in the game and are especially, either cheap. Like I got some budget cards on here, some expensive good value cards, and some mid-level cards as well. For example, first guy here is going to be Galaxyable Marc Gasol. He's a center power forward, 7'1" with a 7'4" wingspan, and I think he's legit a top 5 center in the game, easily top 10, but I would say he's probably in that top 5 range, maybe 5 or 6, because he's got a great player model. He's got really good speed for a Marc Gasol card with 90 speed, 90 acceleration. He's got amazing defensive stats, 92 block, 98 interior defense, 92 perimeter, 80 steal. He's got some good Hall of Fame defensive badges, and also the jump shot they gave this card is super knockdown. Like I feel like it's very easy to green and a way better jump shot than he had on his pink diamond, and his player model is also super good in game. So for about 50 to 60,000 MT, I think Marc Gasol going to be one of the better value cards in the game. Next value card here is going to be the Opal AK-47. He's still got to be somewhere in this top 10 just because he's still one of the best small forwards in the game, and he's around 70, 80, maybe 90,000 MT at most. He kind of went back up in price over the weekend, but he's still a really good small forward for that price tag. 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. We know AK is still one of the best two-way players in my team right now. He's got a 97 block, 97 steal, 98 perimeter defense, 94 interior defense. He's also got some of the best Hall of Fame defensive badges, and then offensively, he's got an amazing jump shot with the O'Shea Brissett base. Miles Bridges upper on very quick timing is a solid release. He's also got the Trey fade, and he does have the Trey Sigs. He's got the Kawhi Leonard defensive stance. He's got the MJ dribble style, Dame behind the back. He's got the front clutches. Just all around one of the best small forward cards in the game, and I do think a top 10 best value card. Now talking about another really good card for his price tag is going to be the Galaxyable Hero Turkoglu, whether it's the out of position one for about 30 to 35k, or whether it's the hero one for I think about 80 to 90,000 MT, at least the last time that I checked this price. Both of these cards I consider the same card basically. I think this one has a little bit more value because yes, his stats are a little bit worse, across the board compared to his hero version, but he's going to be like 1/3 of the price, and I think that's just going to be a little bit better value because this Hero Turkoglu is debatably a top 5 point guard in the game. So similar to Marc Gasol, if you can get a top 5 card at that position for under 50k, even under 100,000 MT like AK-47, he's most likely a top 5 small forward in the game. In my opinion, that is extremely good value, and that's why they're all going to be in this top 10 for the top 10 best value cards in the game. But yeah, Hero Turkoglu, great jump shot, good dribble sigs. He's 6'10" at the point guard position, and all around just an absolute beast at the point guard spot. Now talking about some more, good budget value cards in the game, cards that are super cheap but amazing for their price. For example, first guy here is going to be Opal KPJ. He's a shooting guard, point guard, 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan, and he's only about 15 to 20k. And this card is extremely nice on the offensive end. This jump shot is so money. Like I feel like this card has one of the best releases in the game that I feel like personally I just cannot miss with. Like I feel like every time I shoot with this card wide open, no matter where it's on the court, even if it's a little bit contested, I feel like I can green pretty much every single time. And then he's also got like the Fox size up, he's got the Curry escape, front clutches. Yes, I know he's not the greatest defender in the game. You really want to upgrade his defensive stats, like give him a +4 interior defense, a +4 steal, +4 block. But after you do that, and if you have like a defensive coach, for example, if you have like a Eric Spoelstra, his defensive stats are gonna get upgraded. Even without the coach, I still think is a very solid card on the defensive end, but mainly just gonna be a beast on offense for about 20,000 MT. Another really good value card, like insanely good value, like for his price, this might actually be the best like actual value card in the game. He's under 10,000 MT, And he is such a beast at the small forward and shooting guard position. He's 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan, and it's going to be the Opal Shane Battier. I mean, the man is an absolute beast on both ends of the ball. He's a great defender, 90 block, 97 steal, 97 lateral quickness, 97 perimeter, 94 interior defense. Offensively, a great card as well. He's got a good jump shot, very quick and also easy to green. He's got amazing dribble sigs with the Garland size up, the Curry escape, aim behind the back. He's got the front clutches. His defensive tendencies are all at a 97, which is extremely good. 97 block shot, 97 contest shot, 97 on-ball steal is insane to have on a card. So as a two-way card in the game for under 10,000 MT is extremely good value for Galaxy Opal Shane Battier and easily makes him a top 10 value card in the game. Next card though here is going to be another budget beast, and sorry, and that is the Pink Diamond Mo Bamba, another really extremely good value card for only about I think 20 to 25k for his hero version. And this man, I think he's debatably a top 10 center in the game, and that's extremely good value for only about 20,000 MT. He's got 92 speed, 92 acceleration, so he's a super quick card. He's also an amazing defender, 96 block, 95 interior defense, 90 steal, 88 perimeter. He's got an insanely good player model and also a 7'10" wingspan, and I do feel pretty confident that I can knock down his release. I think it's really good in the catch and shoot. But talking about another really good budget value card in the game is going to be the Pink Diamond Isaac Bonga for about 7 to 10,000 MT, and he's debatably once again a top 10 point guard in the game because he's 6'8" at the 6'11" wingspan. Card all around has great stats and badges, but the main thing about Isaac Bonga is going to be this jump shot, a super quick release. Like, people are saying it's basically like Set Shot 25 from last year. If you guys remember from 2K22, that was the best jump shot in the game. I don't think it's as good as Set Shot 22, but I still think it's a very good quick release that's easy to green. And then he's also got like the deep book size up and the John Wall escape. So just another really good cheap, value card in the game for his price tag. He's going to give you extremely good play, and I do like him a little bit over cards like Joe Ingles, Elgin Baylor, Luke Walton, and that's why he's going to be in this top 10. But now talking about some more expensive, value cards in the game is going to be this Galaxy Opal Big Z. Now you guys are probably wondering, how is he a top 10 value card if he's over like 125, 150? And the reason is because with how many people have these tall lineups in the game now, Bulls at small forward, they have Big Z's at small forward or shooting guard, they have Jokic's at point guard, they have Taco, Yao Ming in their front court. Height rules the game, and you're gonna need height. So the fact that you can get a 7'3" small forward with and you can also play shooting guard with a 7'6" wingspan for under 150k, that is extremely good value to have on your lineup, because you're going to get that tall giant that can pretty much guard every single position in the game besides the point guard and shooting guard. Like, he can play at small forward, guard most small forwards in the game, and he's going to be really good at guarding power forwards and centers. He's just going to be a little bit slow. So if you have a Monty Williams, type of coach, that's going to be super helpful to get him to at least 83 speed, which will help him out on the defensive end. And then you can also upgrade his acceleration and a little bit of his defensive stats. But all around, this card an absolute giant at the small forward and shooting guard spot. I know he does go for over 100k, but I still think is a top 10 best value card in the game. And same thing with Taco Fall, and this one 100% I think is a top 10 value card in the game. You can argue Big Z's maybe not, maybe he is, but Taco Fall, the fact that he's like 250, 300,000 MT, let's say on the more expensive side, he's 300k. Well, he's still the best power forward in the game, and he's still one of the best cards in the game. So instead of paying, 800,000, 700,000 MT for Yao Ming, instead of paying, like a million MT for T-Mac, 1.5 mil or whatever, 1.2 mil for Terry Dischinger, I'm paying super expensive prices for Hero Bull and these type of cards, you get a giant in Taco Fall. He's 7'6", 8'2" wingspan, and we know he's one of the more glitchy cards in the game. He can defend, against the other giants. He can mash pretty much every single possession, and then also his defensive, stats and just all around, his defense is actually pretty solid. I want to quickly check his price. I'm just going to look on 2K here. I want to quickly check his price. I've seen him end for like around 250k, and if you can get him for around 250, that is extremely good value for one of the best cards in the game. And then to round off the top 10 best value cards in my team right now, I do have Ricky Davis, just another really good shooting guard card. He's about 60, 70, 80,000 MT. I would say like 70 to 80k right now. he went back up a bit in price over the weekend, but just another extremely good value card in the game, because you can make an argument he's probably a top 5 to 7 shooting guard in the game right now. He's 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. That's extremely good value for his jump shot. Like, he's got a great release with the Seth Curry base, the Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing, is a money jump shot. One of my favorite releases currently in the game. And then he's also got great dribble sigs, and just all around, I think is a top 10 value card in the game. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 10 best value cards, and let me know some other cards that you guys think are really good for their price tag and also play really well in game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and it did help you guys out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.